Alrighty, we're back on a very windy day, so apologies any noise you might hear. Or from me moving my chair right now, because that's how I start every video, by moving my chair, apparently. I also have something running in the background, so hopefully that doesn't mess with the frame rate. It shouldn't. I don't think it does. By the way, I haven't had a look around the world. Let's have a gander. See kind of the scale that's going on. Is there like a zoom? Oh, that's the speed up button. I keep forgetting that PSP doesn't have triggers. Seems like a relatively large world. Is there anything to the east? Little islands. It looks like there's quite a few towns at the least. I'm assuming these buildings on the map are castles and towns or something like that. Not entirely sure, but they're definitely marking something, and there's like a name written next to them that I can't read because it's like 12 pixels, but you know, whatever. And apparently every time I do something that involves moving, it seems to count a day. So it's been 41 days, apparently. I don't know what this means or if it has any meaning whatsoever, but it's been 41 days, so. As far as what I've done, not really a whole lot. I think I've done this map twice, which involved a lot of moving back and forth, if you're curious why it's 41 days. So let's just go ahead and move this way, and then get a random encounter on the way there, apparently. You know what, actually, hold on. This is going to be a great start to a video. I didn't do anything when I moved back to the castle. I was actually just looking at something. Even though this is probably good experience. Should I do this? You know what? Screw it, we're doing it. I was gonna just reload the save, which has me saved on, what does this do? Which has me saved on that square, so I wouldn't need to move through it. Really almost. What's he got a different, he's got a fancy outfit going on over there for some reason. Someone left a comment saying they wanted to be a berserker. And we have fought a berserker. I think we have, anyway. But I can't recruit a berserker. I actually don't know how to recruit a berserker. We're just not going to have you move at all. I also got some people some new weapons. Specifically, my archer just straight up has a longbow now. It's the only thing they can hold, but they do have a longbow now. So they have quite the range. I think we improved like a couple of the swords we had, but other than that, there wasn't really a whole lot that was going on. Are you the archer? You are the archer. So this is the great bow that they have access to. Just move you here, since you don't have the range to hit anything. You're my Valkyrie. You can like huddle up front and do that thing. So what they have a cleric, a enchantress, what look like 2 ranged units, a warrior, three archers. That's gonna be kind of annoying. Oh well. So we pretty much need to get in there. There's no way around that. We just have to get into melee range on these archers. Otherwise, they're just gonna pelt us to death from range here. So. This guy has some magic. He also has air magic. I gave him the ability to use dead shot because I taught him it. Another thing I've learned is, I don't know if this was on the recording, but you can hit your own units with your own magic. Probably your own arrows as well, I'm not entirely sure. So you need to be kind of careful casting magic. You might accidentally hit your teammate in the back of the head, which would be unfortunate, to say the least. This guy actually has a bow, in case we've forgotten. I'd rather he shoot someone in the back than do damage to this melee guy, because the ranged units are going to be the annoying thing. They've only got 1 melee unit, we can take him out pretty easily. Let's try and get the caster down. Casters seem dangerous to me because they can do a lot of things. You are my archer. Should be able to hit it from there. Yeah. Only 14 points, unfortunately, but it's the only thing you can hit, so you know what? There you go. Oh, and it crit. Hey. Well, that dude's got a sweet crossbow. I don't know why you would use a crossbow over a regular bow. I quite haven't figured that out yet. Haven't quite figured that out yet. I don't know how words work, to be honest. You have a great bow. Did you manage to not hit my... I forgot to have a healer. A good healer, too. Alright, well... You still have a spear, actually, so that's not a good position. No unit occupies the target, dang it. Fortunately, hitting someone from the front is also not a good idea, but whatever. You also have a crossbow. Is it just that crossbows have more range than bows? They seem to do the same damage. Do I have a bow of any description? I don't. I have stones. Also have all those cards. Don't know what they're for or what they do, but whatever. 41 damage. Good heavens. I can't get in the range of the melee, or the ranged units, so just hit this guy in the back. I've noticed their warriors are always so tanky. You need to heal somehow. Oh, not innervate, heal. You cannot reach them from there, so you'd have to go here in order to heal anything. No. Yes, yes. Heal the blight. I agree. Okay. Unfortunately, that'll just have to do. You can move like over here. Choose some more arid magic. He's arid averse now, so I guess it just means he takes a little more damage if I don't hit my teammate in the back of the head. There we go. I assume that's what that means. I'm not actually sure. Don't shoot me with magic. How do you miss magic? This is why I dislike ranged units in like any game that they're in. So we need to get my archer. Do trees block arrows? Do trees block anything? 39 points. This is the only one we can hit. Apart from if I wanted to hit the melee guy over there, but that damage would be awful. That's not the direction I wanted you to face. That's not the person I wanted you to hit. You have, however, walked into melee range, which I will take advantage of by walking away from you. $47 points. 49 points. Never mind. Gonna... Don't shoot. Hey, nice block. Don't attack my healer. I need those. Right, let's get rid of this archer. One archer down. I mean, we could attack the other archer. How much damage would she do to this guy? 9 whole points of damage. Instead, let's go over here. No, don't throw stones. My Valkyrie appears to do basically absolutely god-awful damage, and I kind of hate it. You're of course going to hit my healer, as is to be expected. And you can beat the living dickens out of the back of him, like so. Whose turn is next? Oh, it's my healer and my caster. Neato. I'm just going to have him run away and heal himself. You can't spam heals because just straight up you will run out of MP before too long, actually. You know what the solution to this guy is? Just walk over here and don't do anything because you don't have the MP. I can do Paralytic Wave. I can hit him for a whole 1 damage, or throw rocks at him for a whole 1 damage. I've misplanned my moves here. This This is their healer. We basically need to nuke someone down before their healer gets a turn, essentially. That caster really needs to die. Quite badly needs to die. They're the one doing most of the damage, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, you can hit them for a decent chunk. You can also move here and do probably nothing to that caster, but let's check. Nope. Okay, well, go ahead and do that, but give me a moment to check something. And by check something, I mean reply to something. Alright. And then jump right back into it by shooting this guy. This lady, that's not a guy at all. Is there actually any reason to move this person? I guess we do need to eventually get them within range of this caster. And I never looked up if I can just leave the bags of loot on the ground or if I have to pick those up. So 38 to you, 39 to you. It would be nice to get them killed, or we could just continue hitting this person. That's probably a better idea. Because they'll die this turn. Stop hitting my healer, you rude person, you rude whatever creature you are. I don't actually know. And you don't have any sort of ranged attack, so just go over here or something. I don't know. Throw some rocks at people? No, because that takes action point thingies, which slows me down. You can hit her for 20, which won't kill her in the slightest. Or I could have my mage move over and kill her. But I need the mage to kill the other person. Whatever, let's do this. I can have not you move over. Very slight mistakes have been made. How much health does he have? 20. Can you kill him? 14, unless he crits. And you just have a staff, so you do you do no damage. But you cannot escape him, so you may as well just stand here and tank it. I would move her up, but then she'll get hit by other stuff, so whatever. You, come here. Cast thine air magic. Ooh, I can hit you with it. Which is garbage, because you're a caster. Right. Can you hit this? Hey, there we go. Alright, so the melee guy will die on the next turn. He shouldn't be able... You're gonna hit me? With your... You have a shield. My god. So the melee guy will die. So will my unit, apparently. I don't know if this was in the recording either, but I think it was. You have some time to actually save people that get knocked down or knocked out or whatever. Oh my lord, that crit though. I was gonna beat the dickens out of my healer again and steal my loot. Should have picked that up. Oh. You go up here, can you hit anyone with this? Not at all. Oh, you can hit this guy and kill him. Probably worth it. Since she can't hit anything else. Whatever. And then you can hit him, which will probably kill him, yeah. So at least their cleric is dead. And then you can run over here and try and catch up with this person. You have the MP to heal. Hey. And in case I didn't mention it is very windy. I've just been operating under the assumption that you don't need to pick these bags up, but I'm sort of inclined to believe that you may in fact need to pick these bags up to get the loot. Excuse me? That's a bit rude. No, missed anything. Seems like the enemy's magic has a much higher chance of missing than mine does. I could be mistaken though. You can't reach anyone, but you're... Should I have him pick up that bag, or just run over here? Or run over here. And then we'll have my healer exist, because I want to see if they can hit anyone from here, and just have them pick up the bag as they do it. They can. 43 to them. Or 30 to them. Let's go with the caster. The caster is a bigger threat. Good decision on my part. I don't know who these copper ober thingadamies are. Oberths? However that's pronounced. And melee does more damage than ranged, so let's you get. I think there's like a higher chance to crit from the rear. I would imagine. Alright, it's air magic. You shouldn't be hearing that Discord noise, but in the event you are, my bad. I was gonna have them pick up that bag, I forgot. I could see if I could have someone sprint over there, since apparently this guy is the most evasive man in the world. The answer is no. Not gonna be any way to get them over there fast enough, I don't think. Or not the buckler. You, I believe, can actually hit him from here now, preferably not your teammate. It would be very sad if you shot him in the back of the head. Thank you. Seems like a worse place to stand, but whatever. Hey, we can pick up the bag. I believe if we finish the encounter before that counts down as well, it counts as saving them. Otherwise, I believe you need to pick them up. This guy spent a lot of points doing his turn, apparently, because it's taken him a while. You're just gonna stand there? Oh, you're gonna shoot my healer. Fairly good choice, but, you know. I don't really know why I moved them over there. We'll just do this. They should still be able to hit. Yep. And it will be a kill. There you go. We did a fight that I didn't actually want to do in this video, but there you go. I had to do progress. It seems like you do pick the bags up automatically. It's just more XP, so whatever. So there you can see the levels everyone's at. And the skill points people have that I need to spend at some point. I'm not sure on what, but we'll see, I suppose. Anyway, we'll just act like that's its own video, and I can, you know, if you want to skip it, you can, because nothing happens in it. And we'll move on to the next one. I had to check if my fan was on, so. But anyway, I'll see you in Kyr Sorrow. I'll see you in this place.